Back. This is OPTV Live. You are watching Mech Mania Monday. We are in the semifinals, Game D. We've got TheKhumi versus RabbitRage. This game is going to be played on Crater. Over here on the left-hand side in blue, first thing we got to point out is good sportsmanship. RabbitRage, first thing that he calls out in the game is good luck. Well, countdown timer is almost non-existent. Okay, I don't know why it's so low already. So really quick introductions. TheKhumi over here on the left side in the blue playing that steampunk osprey once again, moving in on that middle outpost. Meanwhile, over here on the right-hand side, RabbitRage is in the standard helix. He took red for his color. They're both moving in on those middle outposts. Really caught me off guard with that very short countdown clock. RabbitRage has already gone ahead and neutralized that outpost, is moving in to capture it. Meanwhile, RabbitRage is deploying out his moneymakers, knowing that he's got to have his moneymakers out. And now RabbitRage has also secured that middle outpost as well. So both of them now do have control of 3 outposts each. This is when it happens, guys, when everybody starts moving in on those middle outposts. That can really make or break the game. TheKhumi does take out one of those neutral longhorns in the process and is moving in. Meanwhile, the RabbitRage over here, he is starting to move in as well, taking out those neutral longhorns, getting that experience boost, which can be very helpful in the long run when you can get that experience up. The more experience you have, the faster you can get the stronger abilities for your mechs. Level 2s, level 3s, or some of those abilities don't even unlock until you hit like level 7. So you really want to try to level up your mech as quickly as you can. TheKhumi doing a great job already at level 3. RabbitRage also just hit level 3, but TheKhumi was able to go ahead and secure this outpost first, completely neutralizing out, completely taking out all the neutrals, and getting a little bit of a good strong foothold on here, getting a wide assortment of different units. RabbitRage realizing now that he's got to make his move. He goes ahead. He had a bunch of his Geminis together. He's now actually taking them out, deploying out. But look at this, guys. Which way are they going? Where are these Geminis going? They hit that landmine. Are they actually going up to the outpost? They are going up to the outpost. Great path knowledge by RabbitRage. He knew that if he launched from other standpoints that those tanks may come in from a different position. Typically, you never expect your enemy to come in from the same direction that you did, but RabbitRage does send him in from there. There's so many Geminis right here. TheKhumi very overwhelmed, trying to bring it in, trying to heal, trying to hang on to this outpost any way that he can, but there's 2, 3, 4 that no outpost goes neutral. TheKhumi has no more way to deploy units or heal up or maintain his energy levels without it right there. But look at this, guys, with all these tanks out here and busters and everything. Everything's just turning into a smoking graveyard here for both players. There's no clear indication of anyone coming out on top from this battle. This just turned out to be a very costly way of basically everyone getting everything destroyed. RabbitRage, single Gemini still there. Meanwhile, TheKhumi still has a total of 3 Geminis and 2 busters. So from a tank count standpoint, he's in a little bit better shape. But there we go. We've got a little bit of an infantry race going on here for the base. Red was in there. Red didn't make it in there. Blue goes in there. Blue now goes in. He takes it on there. Now TheKhumi is able to go ahead and deploying out his tanks again and really gets this much stronger foothold. And this is going to make it much harder now for RabbitRage to try to move in on that outpost again. Almost everything RabbitRage had was devoted to that one specific push. Other moneymakers, he has almost nothing left on the field. However, TheKhumi's got 9 Geminis out on the field, 5 more in his build queue, 2 busters out on the field, 8 moneymakers, doing a little bit of quick scout, realizing that that fortress is completely wide open. And folks, for those of you that don't know it, both these mechs that they're using actually have very large carrying capabilities. So TheKhumi, if he decides that he wants to, he could easily carry a few tanks all the way there, but instead of just carrying a few, he sees some advantages and he's going to push, and he's going to push out fully. He leaves nothing behind in defense of that middle outpost. Everything is devoted to this push. RabbitRage does not see it yet. Look at the pathing here, guys. Look at the darkness on the map. TheKhumi, very smart. This is how you distract your opponent, guys. If you're ever playing, you're like, oh, how can I distract my opponent so that way they don't know what's going on? This is how you do it. TheKhumi uses that carrying ability of the Osprey. Brings in 2 Geminis at a time, drops them in twice. Meanwhile, the main forces are pushing on the main base, and just now RabbitRage sees this gigantic train of death. moving in on his main fortress, and this could be GG right here. There may not be any way that RabbitRage can stop this. There is just too many Geminis here. There's going to be too much damage. I don't know, folks. What do you think? Those of you that are watching, is RabbitRage going to be able to survive this, or is this GG? He's got all the tanks. He's not using the tanks to block. He's trying to use those tanks to destroy. He almost goes down and dies in process. TheKhumi has tanks everywhere. Another wave of tanks moving in here. This is GG. RabbitRage realizes that it's GG, and his rage thing even drops out of the game. I will not consider that a rage quit. That was clearly the end of the match. And there we go, guys. This is why I say right here why it's so great to actually have these new names show up, because you don't know what to expect. Even their opponents don't know what to expect. They can be caught off guard, and this has been a fantastic match. So that was Game D of Mech Mania Monday's 1v1 tournament, hosted by Steve. You're watching OPTV Live. Stay tuned for the finals.